We can spread it.
Is it ergonomically correct now?
There we go.
Hello, I'm Stephen with Tobacco Cabana.
And I'm David, I'm a Texan, and I love conversation sticks. This is the Road Show. All right, guys, welcome back. We were discussing a little bit. Thurman's lit up his cigar on offset, and then we're getting ready to do this. And while we're talking about all this, make sure you guys get something in your glass. We have got the Abbina Candlewood. I mean, come on, good stuff. Got an upcoming interview with Charlie when I was at PCA. Got to stop by and talk to him at his booth. But you know that Abbina is the official sponsor of the Texas Toast. Abbina Craft Sipping Soda is the world's first and only beverage crafted specifically to pair with premium cigars. Each flavor has notes designed to match with flavors in cigars, and by drinking Abbina while smoking, you can unlock new, undiscovered flavors you've never experienced before. All right, guys, like I said, we've got the Abbina.
That color is just so beautiful.
Yes, we've got the Abbina Candlewood that we're going to toast with. You've got your own Abbina offset. Would you bring the Vinny?
Yeah, the Vinny.
Okay, so he's got the Vinny offset. Not that I didn't bring enough, but he loves Abbina himself, and so he buys it. That's what you guys go out there. You can get a TCR code, get you a discount on that. Non-alcoholic and delicious.
Yes.
All right, so guys, we want to toast y'all to good friends, good conversation, what we call Texas Toast. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers. All right.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so refreshing.
It's just, I mean, I talked to Charlie at PCA, and he does have some things in the work because he's got 4 flavors, you know.
Right.
Which is
going to expand on that.
Right.
I'm gonna have to borrow your lighter.
Yeah. But he is he's got things in the work, and more people are getting into it. More and more lounges are getting his product, which is great to see.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just having an alternative, right?
Yeah, for something that has flavor, because that's what, you know, when we're drinking bourbon,
We're drinking for flavor.
we're drinking for flavor and for how it's going to pair with a cigar. And these drinks are made to pair with a cigar. That's what this sipping soda is, specifically made to go with conversation sticks. So yeah, this is the El Titon de Bronze Nicaragua. So I do like Nicaraguan. You like Nicaraguan tobacco?
Love Nicaragua. Nice, earthy, drying notes.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not sure what's giving off that kind of sweet note.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go look.
I mean,
it
I
up.
smell it further away, but critters. The retro's pretty easy on it.
Yeah.
As
Good smoke
smoke output, yeah.
I mean, it's a very white, deep, not, you know, just a thin smoke. Yeah. So, yeah, it is dry. It's woody. And Nicaragua, I'm not getting any pepper off of it. For a Nicaraguan, I just wonder what.
No, not like you normally get.
You know, yeah. Just thinking, when you think Nicaraguan, you go, oh my gosh, it's going to have pepper.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, the retro.
It's very refreshing.
Yeah, I could retro that. It just, I mean, I think it was just, if it's anything stings, it's just smoke sting.
Yeah.
It's not pepper. It's not, anything like that. But anyways, we're gonna do a little bit of news, right? That's what we usually do, right?
Right.
Stephen, let me go first. Let me.
Yeah.
I've got a few things, but like I said, I mentioned Charlie at PCA, and we went to the PCA. Several of us, Dennis, and we got to get on his plane and fly down there. That was great. And went down there for 3 days or something, Friday to Monday. Of course, not full days, Friday and Monday. But anyways, a lot of walking on Saturday. Did a lot of video, just work on Saturday. And then Sunday I did interviews. So those interviews should be out already by the time you see this video. Different cigar makers, and Fogbox was one. That one's already been out. They've got some new products coming out. Love what they do. But PCA in New Orleans announces the new dates for PCA next year.
Yeah.
And it is in March. Then, they say they announce it, but they don't put it in.
They didn't put it on there.
Yeah,
So
it is in March, but it's going to be in Vegas this next year. But this was April 17th to the 20th in New Orleans, like they did last year. And they had 262 exhibiting companies, and they welcomed nearly 2,540 retailers and 970 retail accounts, and almost 6,000 attendees again.
Yeah.
This is almost like it was last year on a 4-day event. Sold out trade show floor to expanded hospitality experiences, strong retailer engagement. I saw some new people there. I saw some people there that last year they had a small booth, but this year their booth was bigger.
Yeah.
It was, New Orleans said it about last year. They did it up right.
Yeah. They're a great host city for this event.
Yeah. And it was one day, I think it kind of iffy about it was a little bit of rain or something, but it didn't. The party in the park.
Oh yeah.
On the first day after that, Espinosa's out there. Guy Fieri, got to get our picture with him. So they had their cigar. They were handing out the E.H. Taylor cigar. They were handing out the CAO Speed Shop cigar. The Dragos had the oysters again. And you could eat as many Drago oysters as you wanted. They had more sofas and chairs out, like open lounges.
Right.
Granted, I would guess that there were about 2,000 people out.
Yeah. In that park.
In that park. And but music was going on. You walk through the line, they welcomed you with a Zycar Espinosa branded lighter.
Okay.
Really nice little lighter, and then you walk around and there were open bars, and you didn't pay for anything. Because you were an attendee, you got to partake in that.
Yeah.
And they did it like that last year, and it was even a bigger. I mean, food, Louisiana food,
Right.
whether it was beans and rice, if it was po' boys, shrimp, what? I mean, there was so much to choose from, and then you get to mingle around and go see everybody. Kevin Shahan, of course, was there, and saw a whole bunch of other people that you only see this time of year or something.
Yeah.
That's what. So I love about that. But so, with this PCA, they're saying what happens with the industry, it comes together with purpose, and I think they did that really well. And the president, Todd Nafe, retailers came ready to buy, exhibitors came ready to innovate, and the result was a trade show that created real momentum for the year. And I want you guys to stay tuned. Watch this video of the highlights of the PCA 2026. All right, cool video. PCA 2026. Looking forward to 2027. Stephen, what do you got, man?
I got news from Macanudo, and this is a really going to be a nice pairing. Macanudo and Myers Rum come together for a Jamaican-inspired cigar.
Oh, wow, okay.
So they're expanding their M by Macanudo, which has a lot of different M variations. And this is going to be the M with Myers Rum flavor-infused cigar made in partnership with the iconic Jamaican rum. Reflects a shared Jamaican heritage. Macanudo early cigars were crafted in Kingston, Jamaica. So the rum built its legacy on the island and everything. The names are very well associated. So Matt Wilson, senior brand manager for Macanudo, with the M by Macanudo Myers Rum, wanted to create a cigar that celebrates the shared heritage of both brands while delivering a smooth and flavorful smoking experience.
Yeah.
I think they're going to nail that.
Yeah.
Really
We haven't done a whole lot of rum. We've done some Texas rum. We've done some other rums. I know we had the Kraken, some other stuff on here.
We had that whole Shahan.
Yeah, he was worried about us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Nice
oh, really?
5x50 format.
Nice price point, which will
nice price
get
point.
you under a Big Mac.
Yeah, pretty much under the burger.
Yeah.
Burger.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, guys. We've got a couple more pieces of news. What do you got, Steve?
I got two new great things from Macanudo.
You think Macanudo's putting out some new stuff? I mean, PCA did just happen, so
Right.
this is something we've got to expect. So what have you got?
Okay, this is a new one with an Ecuadorian shade Sumatra coming into their portfolio.
Ecuadorian shade
Sumatra.
Okay.
That's got me interested. Yeah, because of the shade Sumatra. I don't see a ton of those out. So, crafted to deliver an experience while staying rooted in the brand's legacy of smooth, consistent craftsmanship. That is what they are known for. You smoke a Macanudo and you know what you're going to get.
You're going to get consistency.
Yeah. From beginning to end, that's what they're great at. Again, bringing people together to an approachable experience. Shade Sumatra. And this one's going to come in a couple different formats, a 5x50, a 650, and a 660.
Okay.
Shipments to your brick and mortar
April.
late April, so probably
So it's
should
already
be
there. We're
starting
shooting
to
this
hit.
in May right now, so it should be. You should be looking for those new Macanudos.
The other thing they're bringing in is the Gold Line series, or the Gold Bullion Vitola.
Huh.
The gold label returns in 2026, bringing its signature gold wrapper and consistently smooth, creamy profile back for a limited time. This year, it picks up the Gold Bullion, a 6x54 box-pressed Vitola crafted to offer a new take on the blend. Gold Line includes the following: the Hampton Court, a tubo,
Okay.
the Lord Nelson, the label Tudor, the label Duke of York, the label Shakespeare, the label Ascot, and now the Gold Bullion. So you got different Vitolas hitting in here.
I don't know that I've smoked any of those.
I know I've had the Hampton Court Tubo and I think the Lord Nelson, because Lord Nelson is pretty close to a Churchill size. So that caught my attention. Some of the others, the Ascot, 4 3/16 by 32, a nice little smoke.
4 and 6, yeah. That's a little almost not a cigarillo, but pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
And the Bullion is 6x54 box press, and again, they don't do a lot of box press, so that's something kind of new in their portfolio.
I don't know that I've seen a box press Macanudo.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. This one I've got. This is, company that's been around 130 years plus, Tampa, and factory is still going. J.C. Newman.
Oh yeah.
And they're shipping the first 2026 release of Tampa Smokers. It was a baseball team.
Oh, back in the day.
back in the day.
Okay.
So they're marking the first release of this year's Tampa Smokers cigars, a perfect companion for baseball season. Tampa Smokers celebrates two of America's historic traditions, baseball and cigars. At its peak, Tampa's 200 cigar factories handcrafted more than 700 million cigars per year.
Man.
In 1919, Tampa's local baseball team was named the Tampa Smokers to celebrate its place in Cigar City. Each day, a single master cigar roller hand rolls only 80 Tampa Smokers per day. Crafted with an Ecuadorian shade wrapper, Connecticut broadleaf binder, and the filler tobaccos from Latin America. This cigar comes in two sizes, a 6x52 and a 7-inch baseball bat.
That's a hard roll, and we know somebody else who's done the baseball bat.
Yeah,
That is not easy.
it's not easy, but and it takes so the master rollers. You got these master rollers only making 80 per day. So they're saying only. So what does a regular roller make per day?
Oh, hundreds.
And so it's more time consuming. They're paying attention to detail on this.
Yeah.
J.C. Newman, they've got, I think we mentioned it last year too, they've got the 250th for the America coming out, right, because of the birthday on July 4th. That's going to be, I've already got boxes of that.
This makes me want to go. So for people who are big baseball fans, there's a company out there, and I think it's called Ebbets Field, that makes the old jerseys.
Oh, wow.
The old wool jerseys.
Okay.
Even, right. So I'm wondering if there's a Tampa Smokers jersey out there now, because that might be worth having.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. So this is the El Titon de Bronce, Nicaragua.
This is a great smoke. It is. I would put it on the milder side for a Puro and for a Nicaraguan, but it's just
Still, that
flavor.
retro is very easy. No sting whatsoever on the retro.
Very leathery.
Leathery. Okay, I can see that. It's got a nice earthy tone to it.
Earthy, woodsy tone.
Earthy, woodsy type of tone to it. Good smoke output. You saw I was having a little bit of issue. I had to cut off a little bit more because the draw just...
Yeah, I put mine on a double V on.
Yeah, and that opened it up a little bit better. I don't like it when I have to pull on it so hard. I hate it when I get the tar, because you're pulling on it so hard and you get that tar dot, little balls in there, and you have to cut it off even more.
Right.
But this is, I mean, I've had several when we've had them on the show. And STG, again, thank you for sending these to me. And yeah, I've had to ash mine a little bit, but it's a solid cigar.
Yeah.
It is hot right there for me. I can't hold on to it.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's so packed.
Right. It's burning very well.
Yeah, yours is, it's a little wonky. Mine's a little wonky, but it's correcting itself.
Yeah.
But it's a good, as far as the taste goes, and we're drinking Candlewood with it right now, and you've got the Vinny. How's it going with that? Because that Vinny is more of a cream soda.
Yeah, the ginger. I believe the ginger and the allspices and everything are mixing very well with this one. Even though I'm not getting the spice or anything out of this, but like some of the very softer notes and all that is complementing the Vinny.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's a good cigar.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you say? I don't know. Have you guys smoked the El Titon de Bronze? Have you had a chance to get some of these? Are you guys getting in on the Abbina and trying to pair something with a non-alcoholic and the 4 different flavors they have of that? Let us know in the comments below. And until, next segment, right? We'll be right back. Hey, Steven, I've got something for you. Cigar beetles.
My arch enemy.
Yes, it is. Did you know there's such a thing as cigar beetles? Of course you did,
I
right?
do. They are evil little creatures. And if you ever see evidence of them, which would be something like, oh, it's a beautiful little pinhole in a cigar.
Yeah.
That is a creature eating your cigar from the inside out.
Yes.
They are dangerous, and they will travel from cigar to cigar and destroy a humidor quickly.
But do you have to get rid of all your cigars?
You don't have to, but you do have to them. And there are two ways. The easy way, put those cigars in a freezer, leave them in there, and then bring them out and let them slowly rest and acclimate. The freezing will the beetles. The other way is you have to take them to a scuba shop, and they can put them in a pressurized tank and pressurize the cigars and kill them that way. Not an easy way.
And then there's always the way of don't let your cigars get too hot so that the eggs don't hatch.
Over 80, you're in trouble.
You're way in trouble. Now you know.
2 families, 1 cigar. Join the ambassador program today to make it a perfect blend.
All right, guys, here we go. We are here for a pairing, and that's not Dave.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Thurman, appreciate you being here, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure being on here.
Yeah, so Dave Yancey is having some health problems, and his recovery is not going as planned, and so he had to back out, which totally get. Your health is totally important. You know, this is all fun and everything, but Dave Yancey, you know, you guys throw your prayers out there to him. He's got some bad health problems. You know, just, I mean, drinking this would cause issues for what he has. So I don't want to go into exactly what he has. If you know him on Facebook, I think he's got some posts out there that kind of says what's going on. But anyways, keep him in your thoughts and prayers. But until then, the show must go on. Sorry, Dave. We've got some great ryes here, and we've got the new Micallef number 2, and it's an iridescent, if you will, hologramish type of band. Why is that? Because it's got a Sumatra wrapper, but the fillers in this are scraps from all the color series. So you've got long and short fillers. And so this is the cigar that they're going to be doing a long ash contest on, because people say with mixed fillers, you can't hold ash. It won't hold. Well, I've seen these cigars ash all the way down to here. Now, if it's a legit ash, because I know how you can fake it.
Yeah.
You stick a paper clip in there. Did I just give somebody an idea? You straighten out a paper clip and you shove it down there and you go, look how long my ash is.
Right.
Okay. So I hope nobody's doing that. Okay, guys, cheating is cheating, and I don't, you know, it is.
Doesn't matter if you're the prime minister, you're still cheating.
Yeah, you're still
That's right.
cheating. And I mean,
That's right.
come on. What kind of, you know, the brotherhood and sisterhood of cigars, it ought to be one that is wholesome and stays true to what this is all about. It's growing the culture. We don't want to cause issues by pulling some crap like that. Anyway, so you're not doing that. But anyways, this is the newest one. This one came out at PCA 2026 this year. You'll watch my interview with Dan Thompson. So he goes through that. And we were at the lounge at Latitude last night.
Yeah.
When we're shooting this on Sunday. Thurman's real good about bringing stuff to the lounge. He goes on bourbon hunts, and he's finding stuff like you hear us talk about Freddie bringing stuff. So Thurman's bringing some things. So this tenure, I've had this before, but we didn't have these. And one of these we thought was better than the other one. I mean, they were totally different. We've got, this one's a single barrel VIP allocation.
It's a spec store pick, which is 99 1, 99% rye, 1% malted barley. And then this one is a Virginia ABC that I picked up on my travels. This is a 95 5, so 95% rye, 5% malted barley.
And that one was smoother.
Yes.
This one had more burn to it.
Yeah, a little more spikes and everything
Yeah.
within the palate. This one was, a little more kind of rolled off on the roller coaster. Kind of, I think of, the palate like a roller coaster. Kind of goes up and down and all that. And Yeah, so this one is just a little bit smoother, a little bit easier overall, while this one had a little more spikes.
And then the Sagamore 10-year was a little bit more dill on the second sip or so. We found a little bit more dill. And so I we just thought we'd go ahead and bring all three of these. We're going to pull a Yancey, and we're just going to throw it out there from the get-go, and say we're going to do small pours on these, and do that with the number 2. So let's go ahead. Stephen has never smoked the number 2, so this is the first time for Stephen to smoke this. We're going to toast these things up. We went over that at the lounge last night, didn't we? About toasting your cigar and making sure you don't char the wrapper. And Dave Yancey is real good about reminding, oh, don't hot light stuff. Oh, look who's walking in the door now. So we're going to get these things toasted up. And Joe just walked through the door. Hey, man, how's it going? It is a live show. So, Joe, there is a bag of cigars right there. Pull out the number 2. That on the chairs right there, there's a bag. There is a number 2 in there. Pull that out. That's what we're pairing right now.
Yeah, this Micallef number 2 does not disappoint. I mean, it's so wild with flavors. You know, it's the Micallef rainbow that's mixed in with this, and I mean, it's very complex.
Very comfy. Yeah, exactly. This, you can't necessarily nail down one flavor. Although the Sumatra wrapper, comes out.
Yeah, the Sumatra wrapper does. I like that. But yeah, it's like with a mixture of everything. What am I really tasting?
Yeah.
Because the red is what the red is and the blue and so forth, and you get those profiles that you get out of those. But now we've got a mixture here of everything, and it seems like, what the heck? My initial thought when I first smoked this is my second one, it was that it tasted like the white punched up a notch. Because it is on the mild side. I think this is on the mild side. I think it's approaching medium, but it's not.
Yeah.
So retro is like nothing. Oh, okay. I don't remember a taste like that. That was interesting. That little. Now, granted, Stephen and I have been doing the show, and we had the Candlewood for the toast and everything. So I do have some of that on my palate, but it's been a while. But is that affecting something? Because that's a flavor that jumped out at me. What was that? That was interesting. That's usually what I do. You smoke it and then you go, oh, what was that? I don't just automatically go. Oh, I'm getting this and this and this. I'm not that refined. I'm sorry.
Pretentious notes, and
There's something on that retro hail that is bringing a spice level.
Yeah, it's there again.
no, would it be the white pepper?
No, it's not a white pepper.
It's not a pepper.
It's not a pepper.
But and I'm not going to say it's a cooking spice or anything. It's just almost like a chili spice.
Yeah, it's
a very sharp.
It's a very sharp short. Yeah, it's like when I was in Nepal, and for breakfast they would fix the cayenne peppers and they would cook them so they were super crispy. You'd take a bite of eggs, take a bite of pepper, it would boom, it hit you and then go away.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. It boom, it hit you and then boom, it's gone.
Yeah.
The tape, boom, just like that. Now you've smoked. Yeah, there it is. I don't remember tasting that. So how many of you?
This is my second one as well.
The one last night?
Yeah, that was my first one.
Oh, cool.
Last night, and
Joe, you? How many?
It's 3 or 4.
Okay. And what are you thinking about it as far as your overall impression?
I enjoy it. It's easy smoking. Yeah. Can't beat the price.
Yeah. And the price on the, yeah.
That's something I was chatting about the other day. It's like, when you factor in the price, it's tough to beat, and it smokes. The construction on it, you would think it's a home field cigar.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say that, I'm curious, do you get some different notes here and there because it is mixed bill? I mean, I know they try their very best to That's what I'm thinking. To measure that every single time.
An exact ratio.
Yeah, just curious. I'm curious.
So it may be that each one's going to be kind of
Yeah.
a surprise.
Yeah. How much? If it's all scraps,
I get a little bit of the blue. You said the white, but because it's got that same wrapper in the blue and the similar to the blue and purple.
right?
Get a little bit of that on it.
And the green comes out for me. Like something like the earthy notes and all that. It kind of reminds me of the green.
Okay.
That's almost where I seen it again, but that spice, I'm not. There it is again.
Yeah.
Right in the nasal.
Yeah. Right on the nasal. It's that retro that we're picking it up on. So these all.
Twang to it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, it's definitely a twang. So now these all came out of the same bundle. So is that, going to be something? Dan, can you answer that question for us? Is that going to be something that you find like bundle to bundle? It's more consistent or something with each other?
Almost like a small batch or like
Yeah.
a single barrel type
Almost,
thing.
yeah, almost.
Right. That's
But then again, like I say,
it's going to be.
but because of what it's coming from, all the different colors and the price point, like we're saying, I don't care if it is consistent. If you keep getting these interesting notes, with each one, and then the price point on top of that, and the construction and everything is consistent with Micallef, I think it's a party cigar right there. You never know what you're gonna. So talking about not knowing what we're gonna get, we know what we've got here, which is 3 ryes. We've got, you weren't here, Joe. We've got the Bardstown single barrel VIP allocation from Specs, and then this is.
It's a 99 and 1, so 99% rye, 1% malted barley. This is a 95 and 5, so 95% rye, 5% malted barley,
And
from Virginia.
And then the Sagamore 10-year.
Yeah.
So we actually drank these last night at the lounge, and I was smoking the white. He was smoking this, and so that's why we kind of went, you know what? Let's do a rye with that because of the flavors that we kind of get from this. So the tanginess, like you're saying and we're saying, kind of would fit with a good rye.
I bet you it's going to go real well with that Sagamore.
You think so?
Because the Sagamore is one of the few ryes that I get the true kind of dilly note about.
See, it's
And we're talking about that. I think there's a black label version. I think it could be like the double oak that you get more of the dill out of it. Where we had this one last night is.
So you want to start with this one?
Yeah, we can start off.
Let's start with this one. Let's start with this one. Joe's got his aged in ore glass. Joe's the one that started aged in ore for all of us when he brought it in, and then it was like one after another. We all started getting the aged in ore. So Joe is the one that started that. So we're just gonna do. Because we've got 3 bottles. Here you go. We've got 3 bottles. We'll get you, Joe. I'll hand it to you over here. Because we've got 3 bottles, we're gonna be nice. Yeah.
And you guys are talking about a dill note? Like,
This one is,
oh,
yeah, it's a little bit more on the finish that you get a nice dill note.
You're right, it's the double oak.
Yeah, that one is so dill forward. That double oak one, or it's a dark labeled Sagamore. I think it was Ken that brought it in one time, and we had that, and it was like, wow, that is just. You can go ahead and set it down. Cool. All right, so we got the Sagamore 10-year. Let's go
Smoked.
yeah, because we've been smoking the cigar. Let's go smoke the drink, okay? Oh, that finish. Oh,
I'm getting butterscotch.
I don't know what that was. It wasn't butterscotch, but it was something caramel, more of a caramel. Butterscotch would be a little bit more lighter note. This is a real darker note to me.
Yeah. Molasses.
Caramely type of note. But it was on the finish.
And this one is interesting because you don't get a whole lot of wintergreen kind of pine notes out of it as a rye.
Yeah, these we definitely got. This one was definitely piney.
Yes.
That was piney, crisp, and then this one smoothed out. So that was, well, that'll be interesting to see. But in
You get that typical rye pop rock spice on the backside. What you do are.
Pop Rocks, yeah. So now you were smoking this at the lounge last night, and we smoked these. Is it you still getting some things you remember?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I still have some of the remnants of the Vinny on my palate. So some of that like nice sweet ginger and all that is still kind of mixing in, where it's actually a little more enjoyable today than a little more than what it was last night.
Oh, wow. Now I can see on that one, I can see butterscotch. It was creamier.
Okay.
That one was. Now I know Micallef is going to do a long ash contest with these number 2s, but I ain't. I don't. A good cone on that, so it's good construction. Even like I said, these are mixed fillers, long and short scraps. And you look at the ash, the burn, and everything. It acts like it's a long filler cigar. So anyways, I need to pour just a tad. I poured very, very little in mine because I want to go drink the cigar next here. Right. Yeah. So I did cigar to drink twice, and at that second one, it was buttery or more creamier type of, and it's right down the center of my tongue, goes right to the back of the palate back there, and very interesting. I don't remember this tasting like this.
Oh, and like you said earlier, you're smoking the white last night, so it's going to be a little bit different from yesterday to today. Maybe because like some of the blues and some of the green flavors and all that is going to have a little more buttery sort of,
Yeah.
just different flavors coming out.
Yeah.
Just different notes.
Yeah. But I would be interested to see with Dan. We got to sit with Dan at PCA around the pool one night at the hotel. Yeah. And he, he's gracious enough to tell us about what's going on with these blends and things like that. And I would, didn't know anything about it by then, but would like to ask him now about like exactly what we were talking about with the ratio, the consistency. How is it going to be consistent, or is it going to be a little bit, which I'm fine with, because it's like a party in a stick.
You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. So I'm going to go drink the cigar now. Joe, have you gone drink the cigar yet? Okay.
Do that and then do it again and retro.
In retro, okay. Oh.
I got so much dill.
The drink first was dill.
Yes.
The drink first was dill. And then this came in and it kind of smoothed it out a little bit. But yeah, just, I don't know if it's because, it has to be. We're smoking this and now we go to this first. Gosh, I kind of like to drink the cigar. But the other one was good too, because it had its interesting notes. So that's what's cool. What we're talking about when we do the pairings like this, and Yancey's talking about this stuff too, is, that's why we go drink the cigar to drink, or we blow the smoke in it, and do those, and we get the different tastes because they affect each other differently on our palate, and just it's interesting. What
You were right, Steven. The retro on this.
So yeah, I need to
going from drink to cigar, then retro.
Right.
Goodness.
Now,
Pretty sweet to
put some smoke on that. And I'm about to drink it ahead of y'all. Put some smoke on that and then touch a drink. That changes everything.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But the retro, it's sharp. That spice is there. And it
Just disappears. Yeah, but it's clean. It's not painful.
No.
When we're saying it's sharp, it's kind of, when we say sharp, it's like crisp. But it's not a painful, peppery retro.
It's not a bad spice note.
No, not at
I
all.
can't even tell you what spice it is, but
Yeah, and if you can't tell me what spice it is, the guy, throwing spices around on meat, then I don't know who can. I certainly can't, but I know it's good. That's basically all I do is I go, oh, that's interesting, and it's good, and I like it. So there's Steven's ash.
Oh, good. Wow. Yeah. You got like another half inch to an inch on it.
That construction is flawless.
Yes.
Yeah, that is. So that's why they're doing
You see all the different ridges, all
stacking dimes, baby.
Yes. Yes.
Not me.
A welder's dream right here.
Oh, welder's dream.
Now it's time to practice the slow, steady, hold on to that ash.
Okay, so let's go. What do you want to go to this one, the sharper, crisper one?
Yeah. So you haven't tried the smoke inside?
No, I haven't.
This right here turns into candy.
Turns into candy.
Yes.
You want some
Turns
candy,
into
Joe?
candy. I just did it myself.
Did
I
you?
agree.
And, oh, really? You agree? Okay. There's a that turns into candy. Okay.
Yeah. What kind of Jolly Ranchers would this, turn into? That's, I mean, like,
It certainly intensifies that butterscotch caramel a lot.
yes.
It's not like super strong Werthers or anything, but it's like it's good.
That is interesting.
Oh,
That is interesting.
caramel huge. You get.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What about? Have y'all have had poorhouse, right? As a slice. Oh no, you can get it in a hard candy, and it's not terribly butterscotchy, but it is a unique flavor.
I'm thinking it might be close to that.
Interesting.
I've never heard of it.
Now,
Next time you're like a Tractor Supplier Atwoods, where they got the big candy selection, look for whorehouse.
now, seeing how these are all ryes, you think it's going to contaminate if we don't, wash out,
Yeah.
a little bit, but
There may be
Joe, I have a bottle of water to the right of you.
or in the refrigerator there may be some too.
oh wow, is that drink?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, but you've been drinking out of it.
no.
Oh no, you haven't.
No.
Okay, so it's just
Yeah.
I'd wishing cleaning water.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, so, what we're doing, guys, obviously is clean out the glass so we don't have residual taste from this, and then we're not truly getting what that is.
All right. We're going with the 99 and win.
And we kind of cleanse our palate a little bit.
So what's the mash bill unless you catch this, Joe? That's our Sycamore?
The Sagamore?
Sagamore.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, this one says full flavors of creme brulee, floral honey, and lingering white pepper.
White pepper. It's not creme brulee because creme brulee is that charred sugar, which is taking it, Carol. It gets close to it.
No reason to know that is watching Cookie Trust.
Right. Hey, my wife loves creme brulee, so that's the go-to for her.
He's got, yeah,
You're saying this is a 99 and what?
Yeah.
99 and 1. And when we had it,
What's funny, I can smell the dough, but I can't taste.
On this one, the wintergreen is going to be pretty strong with it.
it was more wintergreeny, piney.
The rye is going to be a little bit sharper on it. The pop rocks that Joe was talking about earlier.
Yeah, that is. Well,
What a last second.
yeah, it's real. I mean, it lights up your tongue.
Yeah.
That tingling, like you're saying, like a wintergreen tingling, but it's on the back side of my tongue.
Very dry.
And drying, yeah. Yep.
I just do all those.
I no, I don't taste it.
On the Bardstown, he gets the deal?
You don't sense to it. Picking it up right, I think.
Yeah, okay. I can see some of that deal.
So I want to go drink the cigar. Did I go drink? I can't remember which one I did.
I've already done drink the cigar, and I did a full retro, and that was just, and some of that wintergreen kind of mintiness and all that kind of transferred through on the retro, so kind of let my nose a little bit hotter.
Yeah, this one is. I mean, it's good, but it's completely different than this.
Oh yeah.
completely different, and it's just brighter. It's it makes your tongue tingle, that wintergreen type or that pine type note. I don't know that it's really that good of a pair right now. I prefer this one right now.
So far, yes, I agree.
This is good, not to say, that another cigar wouldn't go well with it, but it's totally different than this.
So there's a little conception with the ryes that you can get the cotton candy. It's been pretty common and all that we've experienced at the lounge. I just got some of the cotton candy on this one on my second sip. It's very interesting.
You're very sweet. Oh, look at that.
Oh, okay. Now drink the cigar. That cigar flavors came out. Yeah, look at that. And so to do the long ash contest on this, you have to have your cigar up with a ruler next to it. You have to do all this there's stipulations, but come on, make sure it's legit, guys. Whoever's doing that, don't cheat.
Well, since we're on the air over here, I mean, there's no way that I can cheat and all that if I get all the way down. So one of the winners, right?
Oh, you'd have to have a ruler next to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You could have Churchill those.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Sticking the wire in there. You
Yeah,
intimidate everybody.
yeah.
Take a negotiation.
Yeah, that's what I told them about that before you got in here. People take a paper clip, straighten it out, stick it down the cigar, and I probably gave somebody an idea. But Dan they have something in mind. I think what's going to happen is you're going to take all the people that submitted it and all the longest ones, right? And then they will do a contest with those people. Yeah. And they'll do something where it's like a live Zoom thing or something. I don't know, but
That's fun, dude. That's fun.
yeah, do something. So they've got it figured out. Dan, they know what they're doing, and that'll be interesting to see.
There is an international slow smoke contest that I think part of that includes some long ash.
Yeah. Okay. So far, I'm gonna blow some smoke in the glass.
This is probably one of the first ones I would not recommend putting the smoke in the glass. I was not impressed with it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Like it gave me such bad bitter kind of flavor on the back end.
I didn't get better, but it neutralized all the flavors.
Oh wow. Yeah, you're right. Bitter.
Yeah, it's just
That totally. Yes. That. Yeah, that was totally different.
yeah. Wasn't very pleasant or anything.
It was
like the Sagamore turned into a candy. This one turned very bitter.
interesting. Yeah, that did totally change it.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like the lingering, like numbing effect.
Yeah.
Almost medicinal.
Well, the wintergreen,
Just
kind of tingly.
Maybe like vinegar-ish. Could have, kind of some of that maybe from the rye.
Wintergreen. Yeah.
I don't know. I think very.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. So now we can go to the other one. Ooh, do we need to swish again?
Yeah, I would recommend.
And you're gonna keep that ash, huh?
I mean, it's holding it, going sideways like that. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it is leaning.
It is leaning, but I mean, think about it. This is mixed filler cigars, and there's a lot of cigars that won't hold ash that long.
Not at all.
You know,
So right now I've got what's very good.
like sir.
I had to do this off camera.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a 5-inch cigar, and I've got about
oh, it's a 6-inch cigar.
6. Yeah.
It says 5 inches there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what she no.
Let's not go there, guys.
Y'all would.
What are you? You're pretty close to 3 too.
Yeah, yours is over 5. So isn't it?
Oh.
Interesting. Then, oh no!
On camera.
This one while it lasted.
Yeah, be very careful.
Yeah, you start getting that lean, and that's
Yeah,
where.
You going?
Yeah. Good break.
All right. So far, this one is preferable to me. This is interesting. It had some interesting notes, but I did like the pairing better with that one. And I mean, because this one had interesting taste, whether it was back and forth. Here you go. Or if it was smoke in the glass, whereas the smoke in the glass with this one, it was really not that pleasant. So
It's one of the few out there that, it changed for the worse.
it was, but by itself, and maybe with a different cigar, obviously,
Would you think like Micallef red or a black accent it a little bit better? Maybe the Herencia?
the Herencia Habano, that might go better with it. All right, so this a lot smoother on the nose.
Not nearest bold would know.
No.
Jump out at you.
Lot smoother on the nose. And if you guys remember, the one side of your nostril will pick up different things. One will pick up the ethanol and one will pick up the notes. So you see as, oh yeah. Okay. I don't even remember. I remember this one was smoother last night. That's all I remember.
Yes. And it is. I mean, like the spikiness that we're talking about earlier is on this one, is no longer on this one right here. Just a little bit smoother. The edges are cut, and it's very presentable, very nice.
Similar proof points.
Same, yeah, 125s.
So these are 125 proof.
Yeah, so 125.2 and 125.6.
So these are high proof, but they don't drink. Especially this one does not drink.
No.
Like a 125.
I mean, neither one of these, and arguably that this one is a little bit smoother with a higher alcohol content. So, and I think it's,
Is this it? Or which one?
yeah, so this is the 0.6, this is 0.2.
Yeah. So this is the one we're drinking now.
No, we're drinking this one right now.
No, we're not.
We're on the 95 and 5 right now.
Yes.
Oh, the Virginia. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
on the 95.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Are we curious if they're different rice strains?
Oh, rye strains, not necessarily mash bill, but a different rye.
That sounds.
I mean, yeah, they're pretty
A lot of
wide.
stuff. They got access to a lot of stuff, but this is their origin series, so it's 100% theirs.
And these are 7-year aged. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So I went drink the cigar on this, and it was smooth. It was good. I don't get the flavor change notes like I did out of this.
So far, that's still my favorite.
Yeah.
With this cigar.
Not to say anything bad about these.
And these are phenomenal. These are great by themselves.
Yeah.
And trying to find the right cigar to go with it.
Yeah.
With in this
Like
situation,
like Yancey says, explore the pairings. And that's what we're doing. We're definitely exploring some pairings right here. Same cigar, different drinks. Like I said, if you like that drink and that cigar didn't go together, then find another cigar. Don't say I don't like that drink necessarily. Find another cigar that pairs well with it. You're hanging on with that ash, aren't you? Man.
it's holding in strong. I mean, I can go sideways and
Wave it around. All right, here we go. I'm going to go drink the cigar.
go the same.
Oh, drink the cigar on this one was very nice. More sweet, more of that candy type of note that we were talking about. That drink the cigar on this one that one I liked. That one was very good.
Well, on the 95.5, you can see completely different legs.
Completely different legs, really.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
I didn't even pay attention to that.
I wonder if
That's got to be
I
something.
mean, the alcohol, the proof is the same.
It's real close, but the legs are completely different.
I wonder if that's all right. Band came off nice. That's always cool. I always love that. Dan, except for the white is the only one that has band issues. Okay.
Makes it a little bit difficult
Oh.
to say for the Fave 5.
Oh, I have to. Yeah, the Fave 5s. You talk about that. You save your bands, and you send them in. There it went. There it went.
One big chunk.
Yeah, one big chunk. It fell off in one big chunk.
He measures the chunk.
So can you? Yeah, right. Can you pick that up by itself?
Should be here.
Look at that. Picked up the chunk by itself.
Gosh.
Wow. That,
That-
even that says something.
Yes.
I mean, even like me breaking off this ash here, I'm breaking it off. It doesn't just.
Did y'all catch
Cat-
that transition about halfway in? That twang is gone already, though, for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You know?
Yeah,
It's
I didn't even pay attention to that.
it's
it's gone.
it's going a little bit sweets and longer, but richer.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because we're three drinks in.
I don't know where I'm at, but I'm happy to be here.
Right.
And but no, you're right. Though it's got a, what is that note? It's almost a I want to say, so the first thing pops into my head is like a sweet grass. Sweet grass type of note. On the retro, would stick it in my nose right now. It's like not an alfalfa, but a sweet grassy note. Tea, I guess it'd be tea or something. I don't know. I don't drink tea.
Yeah, like the aroma, like you're around horses.
Yeah.
Somebody,
Yeah.
But it's a sweet grass. When you get good horse quality hay, and it's got a sweet note to it. And we've had horses, and you get horse quality hay, and it's got a sweet note. And the alfalfa is a different story. But getting hay that is horse quality hay, it's got a sweet note to it. Like some of the times we feed our horses oats and mix with some other things in there, and to give them a treat.
Yeah.
You know, and if you want to give them some protein, something that'll heat up their stomach during the wintertime, you're gonna give them hotter. Alfalfa is gonna be hotter for them, and it has a sweeter note. Even when you walk into the barn, you have this sweet hay type of note to it. That's what it reminded me of.
almost like a vermouth, honey roasted cashew.
Honey roasted
Buttery.
cashews.
Sweet.
Mm.
Like, hey, that side tastes exactly like it, but get the nutting that's all the way through the whole time.
Okay. So I'm gonna go.
So I went smoke inside the glass, and this was a very, very good change. And, kind of, softened it out. The pine is, pretty nice on it.
Yeah, all the flavors blend well together. Yes, are mellowed out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh yeah. Oh that. Yeah. Okay. It's not cotton candy, and it's not that kind of.
No, I was getting the cotton candy right here.
Yeah, it's not that, but it's very pleasant. That's why I appreciate having Joe when you got. I mean, Yancey, when we're talking about stuff, and Steven, people that use spices, cooking, and things like that can pick up and, yeah. Am I getting cardamom out of this? I don't know. But when they suggest things like that, it's like, okay, yeah, okay, I can. Now, licorice, star anise, I can pick up. Almond, I can pick up. Earthy, leathery, sweet, sour, I can pick up. But when you start getting into those fine cooking spices, I can pick, when you start getting into those other things that are over my head, I don't know what to call them, but I know it's like, okay, that tastes very interesting. But then somebody like Joe or Steven says, oh, it reminds me of this. Okay, all right, I can see that.
I call it cashew. The only reason that because cashew's a real creamy nut. So I'm getting the nuttiness, I'm getting creaminess,
Okay.
the sweetness. So if you pick up little plain roasted cashews, the mouthfeel that you get when you're eating those is kind of what it reminds me.
Yeah. It's a soft nut that is, it's going to be, you're going to associate a creamier note with it.
Which with nib out of tobacco, you should get some nuttiness out of it.
Yeah.
I want to go back
So
to
go
the
back to
Sagamore.
this one more time. Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea. So, okay, so we've gone through this, guys. Now, granted, were these easy to find, or are these readily available?
The store picks are going to be,
Yeah.
situational
Yeah.
to your area and all that.
This one
so-
easy to find.
Yeah, pretty easy to find. Total Wine, Specs. This is Virginia ABC. So, yeah, if you can find any local area, give them a shout. Try them out, and yeah, kind of go from there. It just takes hunting, just going out, see what stores have at what sort of bottles they have at the store.
And Thurman definitely does the hunting. He definitely does the hunting. I like it. Between him or Freddie texting me a picture. Do you want? Yes, please. So I appreciate that because I can't get out there and do that stuff. So that's always fun. So the Sagamore.
Very pleasant. I mean,
Yeah,
not mixing out my glass, getting some of the higher proof rye.
So
and
now-
everything out of this.
cheers. So,
All right, here you go.
hey. So now after drinking these and then coming back to this, the dill's there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It
The
is.
dill is there.
Getting a little bit better wintergreen that I wasn't getting on that from the influence of the Bardstown.
Now, do you know the difference on the Opal Thanks and the Maryland rye?
Oh no, I don't.
I don't even. Who cares?
Yeah, this
Style of rye.
okay.
I know when they originally started, they were sourcing, but I think they're now onto their own from true Maryland style distillate.
Nice.
Yeah, that is. That is. So this is good to know. I think for one thing, that this one is paired pretty well with it. Yeah. You've got a very economical cigar. Good construction, everything. Micallef, it holds to their standards. And then you go to this one that is going to be more that you're going to be able to find this a whole lot easier. So you guys go out there. If you like ryes, I used to be scared of them because of that spice note, because I equated it to heat. And it was just like, I can't stand it. And now I enjoy them. I look, if somebody says rye, yes, I'll definitely try it. So that's good to know that. I think, what did you think, Joe? Which one out of three?
Believe it or not, I like the middle.
This one? Really?
I enjoyed
That really crisp.
I just really, really enjoyed the uniqueness of it.
Okay.
And so for me, I was scared of ryes as well. Thurman and I have talked about this. But I'm looking for something real unique. No, I'm not going to say their name, but there's one that's just too unique out there that's pretty comparable, but something that's unique, because I'm a bourbon drinker. Scotch lover first, but more bourbon. And the rye just throws a nice little curveball in there. Now, yeah, that one was what I'm looking for when I'm going to venture into rye.
Well, this.
Something
Okay.
unique, something kind of stands out.
I
Like that mentholatum humming effect that you got on the palate through the front of the lips.
Yeah.
I like the spice that it brings. I like spicy food. So being in Nepal, eating
Cayenne peppers that are crispy.
cayennes with your eggs.
Yeah, it's just, man, that sounds, that's, go put some cayenne peppers on the grill, and just get them so crispy they just eat like chips. That sounds, it's great. We had, okay.
The better. Out of the better.
Yes. And, but I don't mind hot as long as it's flavorful.
Correct. Right.
Yeah. Heat for just heat. Agree.
Like the sweetness that comes with a habanero, I should say. I'm sorry. Habanero, the sweetness that comes with it, I like that.
And the ghost chilies laid into that sweet.
Okay, yeah.
Have to try that one.
Okay. All right, so we've gotten well into the last third of this cigar, which is great. We're smoking a Toro. You're down. I think we're all about the same. We're all about the same right here, so that's fantastic. So, all right, guys, what are we saying? Joe liked this one. I liked all of them, and because that was definitely unique. But this was just more pleasant, if you will.
Yeah, it matched the creaminess. I can sense the creaminess on both sides.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely on the side
That was
with
one
one.
contrast.
That was definitely contrasty. Yes. This was definitely complimentary, and I would say that was pretty much complimentary too. Yeah, I think so. And again, you could try these with another cigar. Are you guys into ryes at all? Are you trying to venture into them? If you are, let us know what you're trying to get into. We can definitely give you some suggestions or something. Have you tried the number 2 yet? Is it at your local lounge? If not, make sure they get these. They should be pretty soon. See, I had to break that off again. I had to break that ash off.
Like it doesn't want to fall off.
No, it doesn't want to fall off. So if it's a Micallef lounge that carries Micallef, make sure they get the number 2 in there. You're going to enjoy it. And this was fun.
Yeah,
Thurman, thanks
great.
for sitting in, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you for having me on.
Yeah, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Good show.
Good show.
Good show. Good to be back. Always here at Tobacco Cabana in Cedar Hill. Always thank you guys. It's fun being here. Look forward to this every month that we do this. Thurman is off to the side. Things are going on, so we don't have a huge audience, but you guys are always welcome. You know, if you can get here, let me know, because we can only allow so many people in here. But we love having some people sitting off set here so that they can have some comments, and you guys get to smoke and drink what we're drinking. I mean, we had these ryes with the Micallef number 2.
Interesting.
The silver, I think they're calling it the silver. Don't call it the hollow. But it was good. That's an interesting cigar, and the ryes that we had with it, we had at the lounge the other night, and so that's because I wasn't sure. I was going to bring a Sazerac rye,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but he's got
got
these, and we thought it would be pretty good, so that's why we brought it in. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Continue, hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. The numbers keep going up, so I appreciate that. We're getting in front of more faces.
Keep sharing.
Keep sharing. Sharing is Karen. Not that kind of Karen, but you know.
No, it's not that kind of Karen.
But anyways, guys, we appreciate you guys for watching. It's fun. And until next time, till we see you again, enjoy the leaf.
Grow the culture.
See you guys.
Texas Cigar Roadshow is presented by Lone Star Cigar Association.